Once you've set up Sway Charts on your computer and you've also set up your demo account, you should have received an email that has a password for your demo account. So what we're going to do next is get the app on our phones. I have a iPhone, so I'm doing this for iPhone, but it's pretty much the same steps for a Android as well. All you're going to do is do this in Google Chrome. So you're going to come to this site. It's going to tell you, hey, follow these steps in order to get the app on your phone. You're just basically going to open up Safari to this website here, which I'll show you how to get to in a second. You're going to click the button on the bottom of the screen. Right here has the envelope and then the arrow. So on a Google or an Android phone, you're going to actually on Google Chrome click the three dots in the upper corner, and you should be able to get to this same option. And what you're going to do is click on Add to Home Screen, and it's the same options through Google Chrome when you do it from an Android. Once that's done, you click Add, and boom, you'll have this on your phone. So all you're going to do is come up to this where it says Continue to the app. You click that button. Now this website is the same one you want to use on your computer, so you can share this to your computer because you'll have the same setup for your computer. And what we're going to do is hit the icon here at the bottom of the screen with the square and the arrow up. We're going to click Add to Home Screen, and then it's going to pop this up, and you just hit Add. Once that's done, you're good to go. You can get out of this altogether. It's going to pop up on your phone here. And then you'll see this here. Mine doesn't show it. It just wants my username and password, which I'll go ahead and enter the same way you should have. I'm just setting up my demo account. Now here's the key. So you're gonna go ahead and hit that. You can click done or hit enter there, hit next. And I'm gonna choose my demo account. You wanna make sure it says remember account so you don't always have to enter your passcode from the beginning. Then log in. Once you're here, before we show you how you can take trades and make changes, there's some setup changes we wanna make. So first and foremost, we want to click the logo either in the bottom left that says trade or the upper right that says trade. Doesn't matter which. It's going to open up the option for you to change your lot size. Now, if you don't do this, when you enter your lots or your stop loss and take profit, like on Euro JPY, you see it here, it says 320. It will automatically change your trade to a 1-digit decimal. So instead of it being like 167.320, it'll change it to 167.3 or 1.6 or 167.4, something like that. So what we want to do to fix that is we're going to click the settings icon in the piece that we opened. So we just click the logo, it pops open, it says Euro JPY. There's a space and then the settings. You click that settings icon, and we're going to change the option from simple to full. That's going to give you the ability to enter the full trade in decimals in here and not have an issue, okay? And then I'll work with you and show you the difference as we go through on how we can take the trades. But that's the first step. Once we have that done, we're going to click the hamburger or the 3 lines in the upper left. We're going to go to account history, okay? So this is where you're going to be able to see the trades that you're taking. We want to fix this view. So we're going to click on view. And now we're going to go to list. And this is going to show you your list of trades. Now, what we want to do when you first come here, it's going to show you your oldest at the top instead of your current. So you want to click open time. When you do that, it's going to show you your most current trades at the top. You'll see the information that you want, because a lot of times we'll say, hey, send a screenshot, let us see the success you're having. You'll want to slide it over so it will show you your trade. It'll show you like Euro JPY. This was my lot size and here was my profit, okay? So XAU USD, lot size, profit. So this is what you want to see. and you want to take pictures. The more green you have, the better. So this will also be able to show you kind of like your history of how you've been trading on this account. I use this as an example account, so I don't really care about the losses. However, this is how you'll want to have the view. This will be able to allow you to see the trades you took, allow you to see what your wins are, where your profit is, and everything else. Your balance on your account is obviously going to be in the upper right. So we're going to click the 3 lines in the upper left again. We're going to go over to charts. That's this main page. Another thing that you may want to use is the quotes. You can, as you start searching for different trades, you'll be able to see those added to your favorites. If you have that list selected, when you go to list, you just click favorites, okay? So when you're on the quotes tab, you can see it says view, list, tools, click list, and change it to favorites. So every time that you favorite something, it will show here. Now, let's go back and act like we're taking a trade. So there are 3 different ways you can take trades with this trading app. So let me see if they're, all right, I'm just going to use this pair. I don't care if it's a win or loss. We're just going to show an example. The easiest way to get into a trade, which is the fastest, is to go ahead and enter your trade by clicking the red sell button or the blue buy button on this screen here. You want to make sure you have your lot size correct, which is here. So you would go ahead and change this to whatever your lot size is supposed to be. For example, if you have a $500 account, your lot size will be 0.05. And now you're ready to take your trade. So I'm gonna click sell. We're gonna say this is going to sell. You'll see it populates. Now I'm in the trade. The next step is to enter your stop loss and take profit. There are 2 ways you can do this. The first is by clicking the tools next to the trade where it's in. So it's a red line because we entered in a sell. So I'll click that tools and see SL and TP. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4th one is the SL or stop loss, and TP or take profit is the 5th. So we're gonna click on each one of those. We'll click on price and we'll enter our price for our TP, and then we'll hit return or enter, and that will enter it. So let me just get an example, 167.49. Let's do that. So I'll come here, 167.49, enter. Now my TP is listed there in green. I also need to create a stop loss. So if I move my finger up and down on the number side, it will allow me to see more of the screen. If I pinch my fingers in or out, it will widen these and give me a more increased view on where I'm at on this chart. So you can do that anytime you want. I'm going to choose a stop loss of 167.799. So let's put that in. I'll click SL, go to price, 167.799, return. Now I have a stop loss and a take profit on a trade. Now there will be times where you'll hear the experts or someone say, move your stop loss to break even. So when your trade starts going into profit, you can easily do this on the screen. That's the easiest way for you to do it. You're going to tap so that the squares pop up to show you where your stop loss is, your take profit is, and your entry. When you're in profit, you can do what's called break even, or stop loss at break even or in profit. And so what it does is it allows you to prevent losses on your account. So you're going to hold your finger down on your red stop loss and move it in above or below your entry. So where your entry line is, we move our stop loss above it. So that way, if the trade reverses on us, we're not losing money. That's how we like to do trades. So once you let it go, you'll hit dismiss if you don't want to use that, or you'll hit change to make it effective, okay? So that's all that you need to do. So I'm going to hit dismiss because we're just going to leave this sitting for now on this trade, okay? So the other way that you can enter a trade is you can simply click the logo in the bottom left where it says trade. If you do it this way, you can do market execution. You can do a limit or a stop, which we'll talk about later, but for now, just do market execution. You can update your lot size here. 0.05 is our example for a $500 account. If you had a $100 account, your lot size would be 0.01. So you enter your stop loss. I always choose price because I want to put the actual price that I'm listing as my stop loss. And then you're gonna see where it says stop loss cannot be higher than bid price pop up in the bottom. You can ignore that as long as you're entering your numbers correctly. When you go to hit buy or sell, it will activate your trade. So then I'll put my TP in, I'll choose price, and I'll put that number in. Once I have everything set, I can click the sell button or the buy button depending on what I'm doing with that trade. Okay. The other option is to select the logo in the upper right corner or the upper right of the screen. And you can enter your trade this way. You still have all the same options. The only difference when you enter your trade here is before you select the bottom buy or sell button, you want to make sure it matches at the top. So if I'm doing a sell, I click sell, I enter my information, and then I click the sell at the bottom. If I'm doing a buy, I click buy, enter my stop loss and take profit, and I click buy at the bottom. That's the 3 different ways that you can take a trade on here. We've also showed you how you can move your stop loss and profit and what that means. And I've also shown you how you can see your trades. Now, let's say you're in a trade and you don't want to wait for it to hit take profit. Anytime a trade is in profit, you are good to go to close that trade out. Because if you want, whenever it's green or whenever it's blue, depending on what type of view you have on your chart, you can take profits. Okay, so how we would close a trade early is simple. We were just going to click where the lines are with the checks on the bottom of the screen, and we can click close from this point. That's all you have to do to get in and out of your trade. So I'll close this, and the trade is now closed. And if I go to my account history, you'll see that that was the last trade that I had. When I click here where it says open time to bring up my newest trades, and you'll see I closed that with 42 cents negative, just to show you how to close out of a trade. And that's how you can see your account history and your net profits.